Hello, my little crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making this Christmas swag for my door. So, now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This Christmas swag was filmed around Thanksgiving week. So, something happened to the original video, basically. I'm so sorry. I completely apologize. But understand that I feel just as bad because I filmed all that time, putting all that work into the swag, and then all of a sudden I'm like deleting old videos that I have already posted on my YouTube, and I accidentally deleted that one too. And there was no way to retrieve that one from the camera, so I lost it. However, because, you know, we figure out things here anyway. So what I'm going to do is, so what happened was that when I was actually making the deco mesh, when I was making the ribbons of deco mesh and I was tying them down with the zippy tie, that is what basically got deleted. But when I had already put everything together and I started adding all the stuff to decorate them, that was still saved because that was a completely different section of the video. When I film in sections and then I blend everything together, and for the most part you guys never notice. Anywho, so that part got deleted. So this deco mesh that I'm using right now is going to be black. I'm so sorry, guys. I used all the red on the swag, but this deco mesh is black. It might be a little hard to see. However, I'm going to try my best. What I'm going to do with it is I'm just basically going to recreate what I was doing there on the swag, and I'm just going to explain to you what I was doing, and we're just going to try to redo it. Now, let's get down to the swag. So this swag right here is actually 48 inches long. So you notice how it covers my whole entire door. It almost covers the whole entire door, and that's because it's 48 inches. Now on the width, I really don't know what the width is, but the length is 48 inches. And basically, it is a little bit longer than a yardstick. Now, I have seen a lot of videos out there, and a lot of videos use yardsticks. Some use chicken wire, and others use sticks and like other elements to do their swags. Okay. I went to Home Depot because I also go to Home Depot a lot of the times for some of my crafting stuff, because of the fact that sometimes you can use some stuff there, right? And so I found this, which for my crafting monsters, y'all are gonna be like, what the heck is he holding in his hand? What is that? Where do we use it for? Is it for scrapbooking? No, it is not for scrapbooking. This is what your husbands would probably know about. This is actually what you put on the corner. Well, maybe some of you ladies know this too. I shouldn't even say that. I mean, what the heck, you know? But anyway, maybe some of you guys know, maybe some of you don't. For those of you who don't know, this goes on the corner, and then they slap the stucco, I guess, on the houses. This is for the corner. However, this is a mesh, and it's really, really light. And if you bend this flat, you can actually cut this down to whatever length you want, and then you could start attaching all of your ribbon to this guys. Freaking brilliant, right? I know. So you could do this, okay? Now, the swag that we did, we actually used something similar to that, but it's called a corner beam, and this is what it looks like. And so you would basically get it in the same section. Ladies, I know. Y'all are saying like, oh, what the heck is he coming up with? Because we cannot purchase this stuff at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's. No, boo-boo, no. You cannot purchase this at any of those stores. And I could guarantee you that you're not going to be able to purchase this at Walmart's or at your Dollar Trees or... Anyhow, the only place you're going to find this is at a hardware store. So you need to go to like a Home Depot, you need to go to a Lowe's, or you need to go to one of those stores, and then you need to pick yourself up one of these. Now this and this will run you about $2, $3 a piece. But this is like extremely long. Now this one's cut down because we use this for the swag. I don't remember how long it was, but I'm going to tell you right now that it did not fit in my car, so I had to fold it. It was so long. I literally folded it because it's bendable. Like, you would be able to bend this flat. So you're going to see in the video how I actually do that. So you can use this. You can use that. You can use the yardstick like people use. You can use a stick. You can use whatever you guys want. Seriously, your creativity, just let it flow. Let it flow. But anyway, I wanted to talk about what it was that we used as the base for our swag. So this is basically what we used. This is basically called a corner beam, and you can find this at your Home Depot. Now, I am going to put a link. Whoa, calm down there, little boo-boo. You're getting excited there. So I am going to put a link right here in the video where you could actually see what this is, and you could probably take it to your Home Depot and show them, hey, this is what I need. This is my swag. Okay, so anyway, without wasting any more time, guys, let's get down to business, and I'm going to recreate this little part of the video so that you guys can see how the actual loops were. I'm really sorry again, you guys. I'm going to narrate because you guys like to hear me talk, so see you guys in a bit. Okay, my little crafty monsters. So, I know I said I was going to narrate, but I'm really not going to narrate. I'm going to actually just... we're just going to do this in real time because we lost the video and we have plenty of time. So, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave this garland in between. And I picked up this garland at Michael's, and they're $2 right now because everything is on sale. And this is a 9-foot garland. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use this corner beam that I picked up at your Home Depot. And this was for like, I believe it was like $2.80 something or $3, but it was no more than that. And then I have this Decor mesh. Now, the Decor mesh that I used for the actual swag was a red and gold, but it was from the same place and it was the same thing. And basically it's 10 yards, and I purchased them for $3.49. This is from my little craft stores that I get from downtown, which are wholesale. So anyway, and then you also will need some zippy ties and some scissors because you will need to be cutting these. Now let's get down to business because we are going to try to recreate these little bad boys all over again. This is just basically going to show you guys how we did those hoops on the swag. Okay, so now hold on. Let me just say this, that the swags are actually pretty easy. It's just really grabbing them, making a ball, and then attaching one of these zippy ties. So I'm going to put these zippy ties over here on this side, and I will grab them as I need them. And I'm also going to be putting my I also will be putting my scissors over here and I will grab them. Now, this corner beam, what I did was I pressed it down and I made it flat. Now, this wire is very thin, so it's really easy to manipulate. So you guys don't worry about it. You don't really need to put a lot of elbow grease. It's already flat. Now, it's a little wonky right there, but hey, once you put it together, it's going to be okay. So, what I did was, whatever length you're going to put it, or whatever length you're going to make it, what I did was I started the bows kind of small at the bottom, and I started going bigger and bigger and bigger to where it got bigger on the top. So it kind of almost looked like a teardrop, but it really isn't a teardrop. It's just going in like a cone shape. So what we do now is we get the deco mesh, okay? What I did was I got this little bad boy. Now, the deco mesh is kind of a little bit hard to work with because of the fact that this grips onto like a lot of other stuff. It grips onto itself. So I bunched this up, okay? And in the bottom of this wire, I got my zippy tie, okay? And I zippy tied this. Now, I'm not going to get all professional and cut the zippy tie and all that because I'm just trying to give you an idea on what I did, okay? So, once we got that down like this, right? Once we got the beginning of it, then I'm just going to bunch this up and I'm going to bring it really, really close and I'm going to zippy tie that there. Okay. And then I'm going to grab this bunch and I'm going to keep doing the same thing over and over. But right here, the thing is that I want these all to be kind of like the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and bunch another one here. And because you have so many areas to put this in, you can put this in any area that you want. So you can start going over here. You can start going a little bit over there. I mean, you can just move this around and play with it. Okay, so basically that's all you're doing. This is going to be in the back, so you're not going to see these. Okay, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just leaving them like that because of the fact that I'm going to have to take this apart after this little tutorial. So, but for you, you're going to make these extremely tight, and then in the back, you're going to cut this as close as you possibly can. I'm going to show you right now the back of the swag in a second, but for right now, let me just show you how I keep doing these. So in every bunch, what I did was in the very beginning right here in the bottom, I actually started with 4. And then in the middle of this, I started just doing, I think it was 3 loops. So you just keep adding the loops and just keep adding them. And you will use quite a bit of zippy ties, so make sure that you get a brand new pack from the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. And and that's all you basically need. Now, if you're doing a regular reef, but you're doing this technique, because you can do this technique all the way around the reef, you will still need a lot of zippy ties, but you probably won't need as many of the deco mesh. For this project here, I basically used 2 of these deco meshes, and then I used a half of one that I had already used on a previous project. So right here, this is basically going to be the 4th one, and then I'm just going to do it here. Now, don't worry too much about the way the deco mesh looks right now. Once we have everything together, we're going to basically fluff it up and we're going to fix the way it looks. So right now at this point, just let it be and just keep working. So right here I already have 4, and so at this point we're going to start interweaving our our garland. So for my actual swag, I used 2 of these, okay, and that was a 40-inch swag. The way I start weaving it is that I get it, and with its own branches, I basically kind of twisty tie right here, right? Well, these are not going to be here, but I twisty tie them with its own branches. And it also has a wire at the very end. This wire right here, this one, you could go ahead and twist it. I'm not going to twist it too much because, like I said, I'm going to take it apart. So right here, at this point, you're going to attach it that way. And then right here in the middle, what I did was I got a zippy tie, and then I zippy tied it right here in the middle, okay? And then that will basically hold it together. So watch. Then we'll sorry, I'm trying to get this little bad boy on here. So then we zippy tied this so that the garland is not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now that we have it this way, so because the garland is over here on this side, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start making these hoops, but I'm going to start making these hoops on this side of the wire. Okay. So let's start making some. And now remember, this is the bottom part of it. So we want to keep them kind of just going slightly bigger, but not too noticeable. And then remember what I said, that in the beginning I did 4, but then I start doing only 3. And I do move them around. So I start from the side and then I go right here to the middle because I want it to be a little bit fuller. Okay. And then this one, I will basically go over here to the end of the wire. Kind of close to it. And then we're going to put another zippy tie. And that's basically the way you just keep making the loops and you keep making the loops. Okay. So now that we have 3 here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the garland over here this way, and then I'm going to get a zippy tie, and then I'm going to zippy tie this in the middle, okay, like so. I'm going to bring this little bad boy over here to this side. Now these loops, I'm going to start doing them on this side of the wire. So we're going to do basically 3 of them. Sorry, this zippy tie is completely fighting with me. So like I said, don't worry about how your loops look right now, your little loopies, because you're later gonna fix them. Okay. Remember, this one we're gonna bring it into the middle part. This wire that I use here, this corner beam, oh my god, this works so much better than an actual yardstick, because you basically could really maneuver this. Now if you wanted this to be a certain shape, I bet you can bend this wire to a heart shape, to a circle, to whatever shape you guys want. I mean, I really think that with this you can, I mean, the possibilities are endless. It's just your creativity really just needs to, you just need to let that go, boo-boo. Let it go. Let those creative juices flow and see what you come up with, because you will be amazed. Now once we have 3 hoops here, remember, we're going to put this little bad boy this way, and then we're just basically kind of snaking him through the loops. And the loops are going to be on whatever opposite side of the actual garland. That's basically what we're doing in this case. So, like I said, just grab a zippy tie and zippy tie this little bad boy in the middle. Okay. Now on these little loops, remember, this was the actual beginning over here. And then we're starting to get bigger, and then we're starting to get bigger. And then you just basically start, as you're getting closer to the end, you should already have them pretty big and pretty exaggerated because you want it to look kind of like a teardrop. So you're going to continue making the same exact loops, make 3, and then interweave your garland and attach it to the wire. And this is basically what you're going to continue doing over and over and over until you finish the top. On the very top, you're just going to go exaggerate and do a lot of little loops as full as you want or as little as you want. I'm not going to make you guys watch me finish this whole entire reef because this is not really going to be it's not going to be a really finished product. I'm going to actually take it apart once I'm done with this. But I just wanted you guys to get an idea on what it was that we were doing. So like I said, we did loops. We interweaved the garland. We did a cluster of loops. We interweaved the garland. We did another cluster of loops, and we interweave the garland. And everything has been attached with zippy ties. You can attach them with wires. You can attach them with whatever it is that you guys want. In this case, we just decided to do zippy ties. So let's go on over to the wall, and I will explain to you guys how I put everything together, and I'll show you guys the back. Okay, so basically this is the finished product, right? And so in the back, what I was going to show you was, this is basically how it's supposed to look. This is how it's supposed to be attached. So the wire, this little corner beam is basically the spine, and then all the zippy ties, and then I just cut them down so it'll just be flat and clean. And this is basically what it looks like. Okay, and then because there's so many openings right here, you can basically hook this on any nail or any hook or anything that you want to hook this up on. So that's basically how we were doing this little bad boy. I know this one's a little bit hard to see because it's black, but that's how we created these loops. And then afterwards, all you got to do is just fix these. So whatever direction you want them to go, you just fix them. See? So you can just do whatever you want. Now these loops, this is the loops that we did here, and then this mesh that I put over here, I just added another extra one that was actually flowing in there. But that's basically exactly the way we did this is the way we did that one. And then after, when you're done, you're just going to go ahead and fluff out all of the garland, and then you're going to attach your Christmas decorative balls. You're going to attach your flower picks. We added a garland, this silver tinsel, and that was actually from the Daiso store. And then actually we added these flower picks, and these flower picks were from Walmart. I added this little Christmas Santa Claus face, and that was actually from the Dollar Tree. So these little elf legs were also from the Dollar Tree. So basically you just add whatever it is that you guys want, or as little or as much as you guys want. You guys don't really have to do it this elaborate, but if you guys want to do it that elaborate, by all means go ahead and do it. This one, I'm going to take it apart, but you guys get the gist, right? Okay. So right here, my little crafty monsters, it's just really simple. We're just going to start adding all of the elements that you want to add to your swag. These are some flower picks that I actually picked up at Walmart. And I'm just placing them here and there. There's no specific, way that I wanted to do this. I'm just going as I go. And these ones have a clip, so I'm just clipping them on there, but I'm also using one of the branches of the garland to kind of twist around it just to secure it, so I know that it's not going to go anywhere. And basically it's just really adding whatever it is that you want, and whatever it is that you don't want, don't add it. This was a little drum. I was going to start adding them, but then I said, nah. So this is one of the decorative Christmas balls, and I'm just going to start adding Christmas balls here and there. I have some red ones and some silver ones, and the red and silver are regular silver and red, and then we have some glittered ones. And it's just to give them a little bit of sparkle here and there. And like I said, there's no specific area where I'm just putting them. I'm just sticking them here and there. And I'm just going with the flow. And so I really think that these Christmas balls, they actually really do make a big difference, because it kind of makes it look almost like a Christmas tree. I mean, when you think Christmas, you always think Christmas decorations, balls and stuff like that, flowers and garland and ribbons and stuff like that. So I'm just adding them here and there. So now it doesn't really look that full, but once we start adding more and more stuff, it really, really fills up pretty quick. You guys would be surprised. I'm kind of also adding like clusters of balls. So I'm doing like the silver, the red, and I'm just doing like clusters just to fill up, gaps here and there. Now, when I'm attaching these balls, what I do is I put hot glue around the area where you would originally hang them from. And then I get one of the branches from the garland and I kind of wrap it around where the glue is at. And it kind of just basically glues it together. And then that branch basically holds it. So then you could also move the branch here and there so that you could make the little ball face whatever direction you want it to be facing. You want to kind of make sure that you have an even flow of stuff. Clusters here, clusters there, and basically just make it even. This is that tinsel that the garland that I purchased at the Dysel store. So we're just basically going to add this kind of in the back. And this is just basically to give it a little bit more color than just the red. It's just for some shimmer. I actually just hide it in there because I want it to peek through. I don't want it to be too noticeable. And then last, we're going to be putting my little Santa Claus face. What I did was I hot glued a wire to the back of the face, and I used some E6000, and then I taped it to secure it, and then that's basically what I'm twisting around the base of our swag. And there you have it. Hola, ¿cómo está? So that's how easy it was to make this swag. I know it looks intimidating, guys, because it's so big and there's so many like elements and so much stuff going on right there, boo-boo. I know it looks intimidating, but see how easy it was? It was super easy. So without even getting intimidated, guys, get in there, go buy some supplies, and try to recreate it. Now, you don't have to do a whole 48-inch. You don't. You could do a 20-inch. You could do a 30-inch. You could do a 15. Now, if you go any smaller than a 15, then that's going to be a little tiny, right? You want to do like, you want to make a statement, you know? You want to say like, hey, Christmas, we here. Or something like that. Anywho, so you guys go out there, get some supplies, get creative, make yourself a little swag for your door, because you know what, reefs are good, reefs are nice, yes, but you know, it's a little something different, you know, everybody has a reef, so why not have a swag? Anywho, I wanted to go dramatic, I wanted to go big, I wanted to do the, hey, look at me. That's why we did a 48-inch. But anyway, you can do whatever size you guys want. See how easy it was to do that? You guys can basically cut this down. All you guys need is a chicken wire. What the heck is going on here, boo-boo? All you need is wire cutters, and you guys can cut this down to whatever size you guys need. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, as well as that little bell icon for the notification, because y'all know you don't want to miss out on these fabulous videos. And don't forget to tell a friend and share, because sharing is caring, you know, sharing is caring. And your friends need to know how fabulous these videos are. I mean, don't be selfish, you know, share me around. Tell them they have to be fabulous too, guys. So, anywho, until next time, my little crafty monsters, goodbye.